I'm astrologer Val Evans. Today, we're going to look at Taylor Swift's prediction. This is the wedding of the year. The whole world is watching this wedding. This is a card for Travis and Taylor. Let's see what we get. Oh, we've got Eight of Wands reversed. Possible some communications issues. This is typical for any wedding. Four of Cups. This is actually a good card. This is being able to move forward. Let's get started. There is an effort to create a very famous dream wedding, the creation of a fantasy. We are seeing, you thought you saw massive wealth before. This is massive. I mean, this is the queen. Well, this is American royalty. She really is going to be on the minds of everyone all through 2026. Now, if you are interested in pulling your own solar return chart and following along, you can go to AstroSeek and you're going to click the solar return after you put in your birth information and then the solar only chart. And that's going to be the chart with no planets on the outside. And if you're interested in getting a reading, you can go to astrologywithval.as.me. Before we get to her solar return, we're going to look at the birth chart for Taylor. Now, Juno is way up here in the 10th house. We're talking about a goddess. So Juno is the Roman goddess of marriage and childbirth. Interesting how it's situated in the middle of Pluto in Scorpio. This is someone who you better run from. Do not cross her. But at the same time, what is Scorpio? Scorpio is psychology. Scorpio is getting really deep into your feelings and being able to express them out in public, which would be the 10th house. So everybody can relate to her. It's a lot of Oprah energy. Oprah's got a lot of Scorpio. And then we've got Black Moon Lilith. Well, Juno was the wife of Jupiter. So, and this is a very sexy wife. Now, with Taylor Swift's solar return chart, we're going to start on the birthday with the ascendant. So her birthday is December 13th. That's coming up. I think I put New York, but if she celebrates her birthday somewhere else, I might have the timing off. So for now, we're just going to use this. And then what you're going to do is use each house as if it is a month. And so we're going to look at this as a calendar. It's always going to look like a mess when you put on all of the aspect. Now we've got, first of all, some stelliums here. This is a real concentration of energy. And when you can see red lines connecting them, it means that there is something that you need to be aware of ahead of time. It's so interesting that the first stellium that comes up for her has to do with events that are in the January, February timeframe, and that is Super Bowl season. So it sure looks like, look at him so happy up there. He is part of a grand trine in Taylor Swift's solar return chart for 2025, 26. So this would really be her 2025 chart, but it moves over into 2026. This just shows extreme success with Cancer here and fame. He is retrograde this year. And it is not ideal when Jupiter is retrograde in your chart, in my opinion, to get married. There are any number of reasons. The person could be distracted, is too busy, might have health problems, might be wounded from their job. There are a lot of things that could come up, but he looks pretty strong here with this triangle. What's so strange too is that I'm getting some twin clues. So Mercury here shows his twin. Maybe it's his brother. It's almost like you're seeing him doing things twice. I don't know. But in the second house, that's her second house. He's definitely talking a lot about maybe the financial things, settling down, how they're going to manage their money. She might actually have financial advisors who are talking to his financial advisors. And there's a lot of discussion about that. It's possible he's going to be doing pretty well for himself when he is negotiating. So that can be very good. I also like how the rising sign, Libra this year, Libra is going to show her identity. And what is Libra? Libra is wedding. Libra is a bride. Libra is legal. We do like when there's a little sextile to a group of planets. This means that you're able to see what's going on. You're able to maybe help this along a little bit, be a supportive figure, because this looks kind of challenging. And we have got Travis right in the middle of this. He is this black arrow. It is the seventh house lord. So we're looking at Travis as Jupiter as well as Mars this year. So there are going to be a few storylines that come in. I put the football there because that's when the Super Bowl is. You would think with all of this really good energy that he's probably going to do well in the playoff season. But then once we get into the Super Bowl season, it looks difficult. Well, first of all, we're looking at Travis as Mars here, and we can see that there is this square to Saturn and Neptune. This means that there could be some bad news. There could be something that would make one emotional. When you have, it's the negative side of a planet or a sign. It can mean, especially with Neptune there, this could represent being emotional about something. This is around the Super Bowl. I guess we should pull a card. We did this last time for the Super Bowl. We want to see what's their mindset for, I believe it's February 8th this year. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. Is Travis going to win? Is Travis's team going to win the Super Bowl for 2026? These cards are no joke. They really give me a good idea of what's going to happen. Will Travis and his team win the Super Bowl? Ooh, we have Sun reversed. And can I get a clarifier for winning the Super Bowl? This team really wants to win. Doesn't look so positive with the Sun reversed. It is not positive for Travis to win the Super Bowl. So that might be what I'm seeing there with those squares there. Will Travis and his team, Kansas City, make it to the playoffs? Eight of Cups and Nine of Swords. I think that's going to be starting out the year with that. If that does happen and they don't make it to the Super Bowl as they go forward and try to plan this wedding. So they just have to set their expectations. That's all. I am seeing though some pain, and I've seen that before. I'm a little bit concerned about Travis and maybe some injuries here, which is typical for a football player. Are we seeing any serious injuries with Travis in this next football season? Oh, I wonder why we would get the Lovers. Hopefully that's not the injury. His tendon, you think, Shauna? That's true, Toy. Okay, let me get a clarifier card on the state of Travis's health in the next 6 months. King of Cups reversed. It's not great. It's not great. Again, setting expectations for Travis. He's going to have a terrific year. There's going to be there are going to be things that he couldn't even possibly dream of. He's already won the Super Bowl, so he does have a shot at it, I think. Yeah, Travis plays hard, maybe knee actually. Well, it's funny that you say knee. Knees are Capricorns and Sagittarius is the leg. With a square to Neptune, this is paralysis. It's not having structure to the leg. So the tendon could make sense. There is something that is painful. Mars in Sag is pain. And we don't want that. We do not want that happening. One positive thing about it is we have a trine to Chiron. And Chiron shows that there's healing involved. Something is making him feel much, much better. He's being handed a new employment opportunity around the same time, which he's able to maybe focus on. So that's possible. There is that opposition with the head, and that comes in, around the birthday. Probably not going to happen in June, which is where it is, where Chiron is, and an opposition here. So he's got to think about his head. He's got to think about his leg as well. He wants to win. He's a winner. He's got to pull it back a notch, I think. This is Travis's solar return chart. I'm going to go back to Taylor in a second, but he had his birthday October 5th. We went over this before, and we have a T square here in his chart with Taylor. Now, she is Venus in his chart. She is also Jupiter in his chart. Come November, oh, it looks fantastic starting out because we have this fantastic grand trine. Saturn, Neptune is old photographs, being in movies, being in old movies. I mean, it's crazy. Her 10th house and his 10th house look magnificent this year. And the 10th house is, of course, career. So there is a little bit of Pisces there, which can represent maybe being there's some fakery. There's some fakery. There's also cult types of things as well. Culty things where especially the younger kids, they're obsessed. They're super, super, super obsessed. I think at some point when they were watching, I guess, one of her videos, I guess the videos are in the movie theaters, and some people in the movie theater are watching other people dancing to her in other movie theaters and wishing that their movie theater was as energized and excited and singing along. Like, it's bizarre. The whole thing is bizarre and would remind one of maybe a cult. But it's a cult of songs, and North Node next to the benefic moon shows gain, famous gain, something that is just kind of unbelievable. So he is gaining so much in his career. Yet it's possible that maybe because of a turn of events in his career, Taylor says, "No, I don't want that. I don't want you to play anymore." Now, Venus and now we've got this in the sky, all of us, over the next few months. And South Node is despair. So somebody who is sad about something, you're going to be seeing Taylor possibly a little bit upset. Now, the fourth house is his home, and it is 9, 10, 11, 12. It's her career in his chart. So I want to know, and my thinking is maybe she's sad because of the Super Bowl, but there is despair here. So let's ask the cards. Why is Taylor Swift in despair the beginning of the year? Okay. 4 Pentacles reversed. Okay. Something about money, maybe? Maybe had yeah, soda pop. Totally agree. That could do it. A hydrocortisone shot for Travis. Think so. Hopefully not a TBI. I don't think so. Shauna, lovers is a choice too. He's getting married, I think, like during this time. You wouldn't think so, but something with her 100 days egg says a lot, but it looks different in the chart. You constantly think Tom Brady? Yeah. Shauna, you think this chart is like an omen? All right, let me do a clarifying card. Why am I seeing in the chart that Taylor Swift looks just kind of sad? And he's sad along with her. Page of Cups reversed. So maybe something doesn't take off the way they want. And it might be temporary too, so that's okay. There are some home issues, though. Maybe trying to make decisions. There are some seriously big decisions that have to be made, and not every decision is going to be in a person's favor. Wow, he's got so much Scorpio here this year. Travis has vertex Mars at 8 degrees, and there is a square here to this person. This looks tough. Uh, it is possible that this is a person who wants revenge against him or is jealous. And so there's maybe some kind of maybe it definitely is something that is adverse here. It is coming in possibly late February timeframe. And this person also, Mars is in the network. This could be NFL, but it could also be a friend. But there is a little bit of a potentially a betrayal here for Travis. And that's going to be February's going to be a big month, but then they're going to be able to move on from it. And what I love too is that Venus is Taylor in Travis's chart and a beautiful trine to part of fortune. So she's getting what she wants in many ways and is successful at the same time. But there is definitely somebody, it would be something like, how dare you do that to me on the field? And have those types of feelings where you would want to get back at someone. So what is this Mars at 8 degrees squaring the rising sign for Travis in Gemini? This could be somebody on television or on a podcast because of Gemini. And it's also a lot of gossip as well. What is this that I'm seeing this Mars square? All right, we're seeing Hierophant, we're seeing stairs, we're seeing rules. The Chariot. Well, Mars is a car. Mars is a car. Clarifier card on Travis and a car around some kind of vehicle, maybe around February. I know, we keep getting the stairs. We've got 5 of Pentacles reversed. So possible something is coming in, but this could be a good card. 5 of Pentacles reversed could be some kind of freedom. Going forward, this could be good news. There's something that this person is gaining, I think. I don't think that this has to do with Travis. I think that might be this guy. This guy in a car. Could be a black car. Let's get a profile for the guy in the black car. Black because of Scorpio. Scorpio's black. And also because we actually might be seeing him. This is Travis. And it is squaring Mars here in Scorpio. We could see him in a car, but this is kind of battling someone here. Could be somebody in his family. A lot of things happen when you get married. There are people who are jealous. They want better access. Sometimes people are just left and not invited, uninvited. But who is this person? Let's get a profile of who this is here. Mars and Scorpio. I was afraid of that. It's possible. 9 of Pentacles. It could be a female, could be an ex cashing in. Something where there's a pall somehow. There's a little cloud for a little while. She is also Jupiter. And you could see a beautiful blue line to North Node and the Moon. She is super famous, so that's Jupiter and the Moon equal fame. North Node times 100. This is an emphasizer. She is so famous. Pisces, keep in mind Pisces. So we might be seeing her spending money on the beach, so much money to gain something of some sort. But it looks as if, remember, Travis's Mercury this year, look at how Mercury is in a square to this. They are not agreeing on something. Again, comes in probably around the February timeframe, I think. And let's keep in mind, it's not just trine that she has. This is a really strong, like she's getting what she wants. And it's almost like she can't even control it. It's just pouring in, it's flooding in. And I think maybe Travis understanding that he's not just marrying Taylor, he is marrying the cult. And it's possible he does not want that. He doesn't want what she's getting there. For a little while, there is Taylor and there is a square to the rising sign, the chart. So somebody is not gaining, and it's Travis. He's not gaining something, and that might not be anybody's fault, but she is able to gain something. So I wonder what this is. Yeah, the 10th house is the fourth house from Taylor, 'cause she's over here. It's possible it has something to do with their living situation. It could mean that he wanted a swimming pool and she's got everything she wants. She doesn't need that, but he really wanted the swimming pool by a certain time and they couldn't make it happen. I think she already has a swimming pool, but as an example, because of Pisces, it could be something, could be a water feature. It's a fountain. But anyway, Taylor looks like she's sitting pretty here. Travis, no, you're not going to get it. What is Travis not getting? Six of Swords. Okay. Not being able to move on from something. Is this a health situation? Lovers again. What are we talking about? Why isn't Travis able to gain here? Could be the legal stuff. But there's a no in this time frame, first quarter of 2026. Or it's just no, you can't have that. Knight of Cups. So yeah, maybe there's some type of hold here. Prenup or retiring. Yeah, he could be retiring. Are we talking about it? For him, it's his home, though. So I think he's just trying to figure out how he's going to settle in. They're going to get married in Rhode Island. Let's find out how the wedding is going to go. I can't wait to see this card because I feel like it could be really good. This Rhode Island wedding, give us just one card to give us the profile of this beautiful dream wedding in Rhode Island in the summertime. Queen of Cups. So just beautiful. Queen, you could see the queen there. It's going to be royal. And a clarifier card for the wedding. I think it could happen. I think it could really happen. It's just there's a few stalls. Five of Swords reversed. So that could be good. That could be good. It was a headache, but it's over with. Yeah, I think it is confirmed. It's possible. Do you think Taylor doesn't want to live in Travis's house in Kansas City? Well, she's a city girl. Let's ask. Does Taylor want to live in Kansas City? I mean, if he retires, they don't necessarily have to live there. She's fine. Cozy. Why not? Yeah, she does. She does love New York. All of New England. It looks like there's a lot of good stuff though for her, especially for her. We've got Jupiter in Cancer, so very famous lady. So much going on, particularly you could see in the summertime. So many photos. Wow. He doesn't like, there's some fakery and he doesn't want it. He doesn't want to participate in it, it seems. So there could be a little bit of trouble there. And then also I am seeing this line here with Taylor. There's a disappointment there. Uranus rules a marriage. And that's why I think that there is some kind of interruption here because Uranus is retrograde. So the marriage is weak. It's in the 12th house. It's secret. So that would make sense. 12th house is a secret house. Mini grand trine here, which strengthens it. Lots of stuff is happening. I just see so much fake stuff here. I got to know, is this wedding fake? There's so much Pisces. There's so much gain. It's so commercial. Is this wedding between Travis and Taylor fake? I'm going to really shuffle here. We like Taylor. We don't think she would do this, but is it fake? Eight of Pentacles, no. Does Taylor love Travis. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Kathy. Maybe they're making a fake date because there is fakery, but it's like, let's fake people out. I think that's what it is. Clarifier card on the fakery that I'm seeing. Got 5 of Pentacles again. Somebody is sad. Somebody is sad. I wonder if that's a friend, which we're going to take a look at in a second. Oh, the house in Rhode Island was going to be for sale. Yeah, a lot of pain in the home, but she loves it. It is such a beautiful, beautiful place. Yeah, they have a secret wedding and then the big wedding that might be fake. Or could they be faking the date of the wedding? Yes. Okay. We don't know unless we ask and dig. I agree. And look, we solved it. It's not fake. That house does have massive front stairs. It's huge. Wow. Oh my God. It's going to be something. It is going to be something. So much Scorpio there. Now let's look at some of the months. Obviously, July is going to be a big one. There is definitely something secret here. Secret about this wedding. It seems as if it might happen maybe in the July timeframe, and Saturn and Neptune are way up at the top. That could show maybe like an old-fashioned type of wedding. Something from history that she's trying to replicate, maybe. Now, we also have Travis as a twin this year, which I mentioned. So, Mercury, we have a group of people that he knows that are getting married. And there you go, right here. So, it's almost like maybe during one of the events, somebody else saying, we're going to get married too. They're announcing it, or there could be another proposal or something that has to do with what they're doing with their wedding. Let's look at now. This is Travis Kelce's solar return. So let's look at the coworkers this year, and that's going to be in Scorpio. So Pluto. Let's see where Pluto is. Pluto's over here in the 8th house. You're really going to see his coworkers as part of this wedding. You can see that. But there are some that are upset, and you could see the square here. There's jealousy. There is jealousy of some sort with Taylor. Maybe they weren't invited. I don't know if all of his teammates are going to be invited. It'd be best to invite all of them. Just saying. Unless they did something really bad. All right, now this is Travis Kelce's progressed chart. Look at all that Scorpio. Oh my God. Now the progressed chart is your birth chart now, and this is really what you're going to look at, and it's going to reflect you. The solar chart as well gives you great predictions, but the progressed chart shows you kind of how things are slowly over time forming or releasing. So you could see the Libra there is a wedding. And so we're going to look at Venus here. Venus is conjunct Uranus in Capricorn. So this is something that has to do with the past. We've got so much Capricorn. Now, Capricorn can represent people who are older, wiser, or might have dark skin. So this is a group of people here, a group of people that he likes. And see, and Pisces is in there. So these are all his coworkers are in here. And you can see that they all really like Miss Swift, who's over here. She is Mars conjunct Black Moon Lilith, showing, gorgeous lady, scorpionic types of themes with this lady. So that's very good. That is very, very good. We look at the 9th house of marriage, and that's going to be over here. And it doesn't look easy. It really doesn't. But thankfully, he's got Jupiter and it's conjunct Chiron trining this group here. I don't like that. I really don't like that. And I feel like it's some type of sabotaging of some sort. And it might have something to do with maybe looting or stealing because 18 here, these are people who don't have your best interest in mind. So it makes me wonder if is there some kind of plan, could be just like wedding gifts or something like that, where Travis and Taylor, they really need to lock down the security here in this next year because it does seem like a little bit of a plot that's forming. Um, could be thieves, could be some kind of thief. What are we looking at here for Travis and Taylor and maybe some people who are thieves? Queen of Wands reversed. Okay. Let me do a clarifier card. Page of Wands. So, maybe some young people. Queen of Wands reversed. Something about taking from someone else. Page of Swords. So we've got a ton of young people. That makes me think of what was it called? The Hollywood, that ring. Mercury's a ring. Ring of Thieves. Are we talking about some kind of a ring that wants to take something from the Kelces? Ace of Pentacles reversed. Maybe they don't have money. The bling ring. Yes, thank you. You guys are awesome. You're always like saying what I'm thinking, or you know exactly what I mean. June 13th. That's possible because she's going to pick a 13. Yes, I know. Blake Lively won't be invited. It's sad. It's sad. I mean, sometimes we make mistakes as friends and that's it. Psh, you're done. We definitely know numbers will be involved. A Leo wedding date. Yeah, possibly. Okay. Could you ask the cards if Taylor's pregnant now or will she be before the wedding? All right. Are we talking about a pregnancy? And Scorpio is pregnancy. So is there a pregnancy theme here in the next 6 months for Travis and Taylor? Oh, there is. Yes, 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 there is. Woo, I got a shiver. And a qualifier or a confirmation on that. How can we know for sure? How about the next 3 months? 10 of Cups reversed. Okay, so maybe not in the next 3. Will she be pregnant by her wedding? Wow, yes. She's walking down. Whoa, this is amazing. This is amazing. What's going on with this T-square here of unexpected things in the home for Travis? I think he's just going to have to move. 10 of Swords reversed. And, you know, being sad about something, and being sad and not being able to move on. Clarifier card for Travis. What is he going to be thinking in the next 6 months? What's his mood going to be like in the next 6 months? Balance. So he's good. He's good. The cards are telling me stop worrying. It's just, I can't help but look at some of these aspects here. And there are some people who need to be blocked. And it's definitely these people. This is definitely a group with Mercury here. It's like they want to strike or something. They could be uncovered. Are these people who are trying to strike? It's like a bling ring. Will this bling ring be successful when it comes to the ultimate goal here around this wedding? Will he be successful? Magician reversed. No. Okay. So something secret. Will the secret be revealed? The Hanged Man. So looks like yes. Something gets stuck or delayed. Anyone else here that she said pregnant? Did it go out like how I heard? A lot of people are saying that she looks different. We saw Uranus on her rising sign last solar return, which would show that she's going to be seen singing some shocking things, especially in this latest album, but also that she's going to probably look different. And so there's definitely a change in her look. So that would be Uranus right on that rising sign. Okay, so we're talking about June 2026, and we're going to look at the ninth house of marriage. Venus right here in Scorpio, and a beautiful trine to Venus, Jupiter, and Black Moon Lilith. This is a yay. This is a yes. However, we have Saturn here, and Saturn is squaring that marriage lord. This is also marriage too, which makes me think it's a pretty wide orb. I think it's just some delays, not not expecting a few things and just having to change the plan. So, are we talking about Travis and Taylor changing plans for their wedding midstream? Yes. I mean, now's the time. I'm sure in her mind, she's like, we cannot wait. I want more than one. Also, give us one more clarifier card on the delay. Could be some delays that happen. Sometimes it just seems everything's going slow and you just want them to go faster. Sometimes that's what the square will do. But how is this going to play out for her? Will there be clarifier card for delays? Emperor reversed. So maybe somebody powerful wants to come. Maybe it's Obama. There's going to be a lot. I mean, we're talking the elite will be here. So it's possible maybe somebody wants to come, can't come, can come another day, and maybe they switch it. I don't know. I want to get a card on those who are invited. Let's get a profile. Hello, Aries Rainbow Child. Let's get a profile card on who's going to be invited. I mean, it's like a head of state getting married, right? Profile card on who will be at Taylor Swift's wedding. I wonder if it's got to be like a king or queen card. Oh, the emperor. So, okay, maybe Obama's going to be there. It's weird how we just got the emperor, and I shuffled too pretty well. We just got the emperor reversed, so maybe at the last second he can't. He's got to change plans or something. And I know I was thinking Prince William too. Could be Prince William. Ryan. The Royals. Another clarifier on who will be at her wedding, Taylor's wedding. The Sun reversed. And one more clarifier card. Seven of Pentacles. So it looks as if, there could be two weddings. Maybe that's the twin I'm seeing. And so some will come to one and some will come to another. Maybe. Let's ask that. Are there going to be two weddings? I don't know how a pregnant lady is going to be able to deal with two weddings. It would seem like no, but will there be two weddings for Travis and Taylor? Looks like yes. Ooh. So secret wedding. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing secrets. We're seeing a fake one to throw everybody off the press because they're vultures. And yeah, I think Prince William, he's definitely going to be invited. Let's just say that. And it wouldn't surprise me if maybe they tailored their USA trip to go into Taylor's house. Oh my God, that would be so crazy. Yeah. So let me just put this in here. Oops. Yeah. So Travis, his chart is ruled by Mercury. Mercury's right here. in Virgo. He does very well. He speaks very well. And you can see beautiful sextile to part of fortune and two benefic planets. Phew. And Venus in Cancer, a famous woman. Jupiter, very famous woman. So, wow, so amazing. And then we've also, I think, Pluto is a pregnancy. So that's probably what's maybe holding him back a little bit, thinking about the pregnancy, not wanting to do much or as much as she wants to do because she has to rest. She has to take care of herself. Yes, there, oh God, there is a square to Black Moon Lilith here. Uh, could have something to do with around the home, might have to do with a father figure. So, conversations with dad coming in here. Is Taylor marrying the right guy? Oh God, I'm so terrible. Is Taylor going to marry the right man? Yes. My God. Clarifier card. 7 of Wands. Good job, Taylor. There you go. So I think we may have gotten some good clues here about the pregnancy and how there's going to be some shifting around. So yeah, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. H&M might be up in arms. Well, I mean, they're socialites, so they like to be invited to the party too. I don't think they're friends with Taylor. Well, I guess Harry would be if William is. But Taylor's going to pick Prince William, so it's probably going to be that case. That's going to be the case. Okay. Kimberly said, I think she's going to elope and then have a wedding later. I can see Taylor being preggers out of wedlock. Wow. So, yeah, Shauna, you were saying 2 weddings. She does love London, regardless of the pain. The pain. She does love it. Okay. All right. So we've got some real benefic planets going through Travis's chart, and this is good news for him. We've got lots of gains for Taylor and looking good in her charts. Just a couple of things that are going to be maybe some disappointments, having to change her plans, maybe not having the right outcome with maybe one of the games. That's possible. So I'm going to show this one more time. Don't forget to check out my page, astrology with val.as.me, if you're interested in me reviewing your soul return for the next 12 months. Find out how your money's going to be. Oh my God. I mean, her money, Taylor's money is off the chain. It's right in the middle of that blue grand trine. It is nuts. So she's going to make more money this year. I think it's possible. It's hard to say because I don't know. Maybe she's going to do a line of baby clothing. Who knows? But she is just kicking it when it comes to finances. And that's what the soul return can show you. I'm going to show you real quick how to do that. You're going to go to your soul return chart and you're going to look at your money. And that's going to be the second house. So you'll look at Pluto. And you could see that there is a huge, huge grand trine here. And this is some money. This is also with Aquarius, can be online from her music. There's the Libra, her music. Her famous music is bringing in so much money. And so you can see that there. You can also look at Venus to see your money as well. So here, there could be a little bit of a block here. I wonder too, with Sag there, I wonder if this has something to do with a church. I wanted to ask that for the last question today because Sag represents a church. Could there be maybe a church that's not available or something that might have to do with the church and Taylor Swift? So let me look at that. What's going on? Let me do the yes or no. Is there anything that has to do with a church and Taylor Swift with some type of adverse, um, or some kind of challenge with a church. Clarifier card on that. Four of Cups. Possible that she at first is trying to figure things out. I mean, she does want to get married in Rhode Island. I don't know why I'm getting church. Not sure. Sometimes Sag can just represent trains and universities. So a lot of things that have to do with college that can come from Sag. So also the leg, like we were talking about. Yep, that's also the card about the house in Kansas if she was happy there. Yeah. Oh, the Beckhams. Oh my God. I wonder if she'll invite them. I mean, it's just going to be the elite. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see. It'll be a royal American wedding. I know. I can't begin to imagine the financial logistics to their prenup. Definitely. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, everybody, for joining me today to look at the charts. Looks like some good stuff's coming for Taylor Swift. So thanks again. See you next time.